There are some places in the United States that locals refuse to visit, not because they're dangerous or off-limits, but because they're haunted. From cemeteries to hospitals, old buildings often hold onto memories of their former inhabitants, both good and bad. But what happens when those memories refuse to rest in peace? Join us today as we share 3 cursed stories from America that locals avoid at all costs. You won't want to miss this. No. 3. The Whaley House, San Diego, California. In the heart of Old Town San Diego stands a house with a tragic past. Known as the Whaley House, it was once home to Thomas and Anna Whaley and their 5 children. The family moved into the house in 1857, but their happiness was short-lived. Soon after settling in, their 2 youngest children died, along with several of their pets, seemingly due to a combination of bad air quality and the rampant disease of the time. But the family pressed on. Then tragedy struck again when Thomas accidentally shot and killed his neighbor during a hunting accident. Grief-stricken and tormented by guilt, he took his own life in the house. Since then, visitors and residents alike have reported hearing strange noises, seeing shadowy figures, and feeling an overwhelming sense of sadness and despair, especially in the basement where Thomas took his life. Is the house cursed? Or are the spirits of the Whaley family just trying to find peace? Number 2. Waverly Hills Sanatorium, Louisville, Kentucky. The Waverly Hills Sanatorium was once a bustling tuberculosis treatment center, housing hundreds of patients in its heyday. But the facility was plagued by problems from the start. The architecture was poorly designed, causing poor ventilation and cross-drafts that made patients sicker. Plus, overcrowding led to unsanitary conditions and rampant disease. As if that wasn't enough, the staff was often underpaid and overworked, leading to high turnover and a revolving door of doctors and nurses. This meant that many patients didn't get the proper care they needed, further contributing to the spread of TB and the overall grim atmosphere. It's no surprise that the sanatorium is now known as one of the most haunted places in America. With so much death and suffering occurring within its walls, it's said that the spirits of patients and staff still linger there today. One of the most active areas is the basement, where an estimated 6,000 people died. Visitors have reported hearing disembodied voices, footsteps, and even seeing apparitions of patients and staff members. Some have even claimed to be touched or scratched by invisible hands. It's safe to say that the Waverly Hills Sanatorium is a place where the veil between the living and the dead is paper thin. Number 1. Eastern State Penitentiary, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Eastern State Penitentiary may look like a relic of the past today, but it wasn't always abandoned. In fact, it was once one of the most advanced prisons in the world. Opened in 1829, it housed some of America's most notorious criminals, including Al Capone. But despite its reputation for being a state-of-the-art facility, Eastern State was far from perfect. The prison was designed with solitary confinement in mind, with each inmate locked up in their own cell for 23 hours a day. This meant that prisoners were cut off from human interaction and forced to contemplate their crimes in isolation. Needless to say, this type of confinement can take a toll on anyone's mental health. But Eastern State's problems didn't stop there. Overcrowding became a major issue, and inmates were forced to share cells meant for single occupancy. This led to unsanitary conditions and the spread of disease throughout the prison population. Add to that the fact that Eastern State was notoriously understaffed, and you have a recipe for disaster. Inmates were left without proper medical care or mental health treatment, and violence and unrest became commonplace. By the 1990s, it was clear that Eastern State had to be closed. But before that, it had already earned a reputation for being one of the most brutal prisons in America. It's said that the spirits of inmates and guards alike still linger on the grounds. Visitors have reported hearing screams and footsteps in the hallways, as well as seeing shadowy figures lurking around the prison yard. One of the most famous ghosts is that of Al Capone, who's said to appear in the prison's cell block dressed in his signature gangster attire. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, it's hard to deny that Eastern State Penitentiary is one of the most haunting places in America. The sheer amount of suffering that occurred within its walls is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. These are just a few of the many cursed places in America that locals try to stay away from. Each location is unique in its own way, but they all share one thing in common: a dark and disturbing past. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, these stories are sure to give you goosebumps. so be sure to stay away from these places if you do not want to risk encountering the spirits that linger there. Before we wrap up, let's talk about something that might seem a bit strange, but trust me, it's important. We all know that life can be unpredictable and sometimes scary. And when those tough times hit, it can be helpful to have someone to turn to. Enter BetterHelp, our sponsor and a fantastic online therapy platform. Finding the right support system can make a huge difference in how we handle challenging situations. BetterHelp makes therapy more accessible and affordable with online sessions via phone, chat, or video. They match you with a professional therapist who specializes in your needs, and you can switch therapists at any time without any additional cost. Therapy is not a one-size-fits-all approach, and BetterHelp recognizes that. They offer various forms of therapy, including cognitive behavioral therapy, acceptance and commitment therapy, and psychodynamic therapy. These methods help clients develop healthier coping mechanisms, gain insight into their thoughts and feelings, and improve their overall mental well-being. The benefits of therapy are endless. It can help you gain a better understanding of yourself, learn how to manage your emotions effectively, improve your relationships, and make positive changes in your life. But sometimes the biggest obstacle to getting help is the cost. BetterHelp is committed to making therapy more affordable and accessible for everyone. That's why they offer flexible payment options and accept many insurance plans. They also have a sliding scale fee option, which means that the fees can be adjusted based on income. And for those who are unsure about committing to long-term therapy, BetterHelp offers a variety of short-term packages that are designed to address specific issues or concerns. These packages provide a more focused and time-bound approach to therapy and can be a great option for those who are looking for support on a specific issue. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more historical hauntings. We've got plenty more chilling tales to share, and you won't want to miss a single one.